Hey guys, BriarRabbit here. Today, I would like to take a minute to compare gaming headsets and audiophile style headsets. So, I have done a number of gaming headset reviews over the last year, and a lot of the time I'll see in the comments, why do you spend all that extra money on a gaming headset when you can buy an audiophile style headset for less or equal to the same amount of money and get much better sound? So I decided, I'm in a really good position right now to really test that theory. I recently just bought these Sennheiser Momentum headphones, and I gotta tell you, I'm really impressed by these headphones. So I decided to really compare. Are these as good or better than a gaming headset for gaming? Is there a reason to buy a gaming headset when you could buy the Sennheiser Momentum for the exact same price as these? And frankly, these are more versatile. You can use these with your iPod, you can use them while you're out and about, and they sound phenomenal. Is there a reason to buy a gaming headset at all? So let's talk about what a gaming headset offers you. First of all, we get a microphone. Now, a lot of audiophile style headsets now offer inline microphones. This is a little different though, as you can see once I put it on my head. This is a boom mic. It really sits out in front of your face and picks up the sound of your voice. Now, Astros tend not to have the best mics out there. If you get something like a Turtle Beach or a Tritton, you're probably going to get better sound quality out of your mic. These also do something where they actually allow you to mix the volume of the game sound and the voice chat sound on the fly while you're playing, which is a nice feature because if you got a kid in your multiplayer match lobby who is screaming at mom to get him a sandwich, or there's a baby crying, you can easily just turn that down by hitting these buttons. Or if you find that you're in a single player game and you run into a section that maybe has lower volume, like a spoken word section where they're explaining the plot of a game, there's a volume control right on the headset. So you don't have to go reaching around in-game or in the system software to change the volume. That stuff is right on the headset, and that's really nice. Now, these are wireless headsets. These are the Astro A50s. But most headsets, gaming headsets, will have some kind of voice control either hanging on a wireless dongle, or in the case of like the Astro A40s, there's a volume knob on the mix amp. That's another thing that gaming headsets offer, is some sort of a mix amp. Most gaming headsets offer something along these lines, especially once you spend around the $300 price point. These guys allow you to do a number of different things. This one is a wireless mix amp. These are specifically for the Astro A50s. And this headset costs about $300, which is exactly the same as these Sennheiser Momentum headphones. So I thought that'd be a very good comparison. But what these mix amps allow you to do is put in multiple inputs and have those all mixed and sent to your headset in a pleasant experience. So for instance, if I want to listen to music while I'm gaming, I can use this auxiliary input and plug my iPad or my computer here and listen to some music while I play my game. I can also plug it into my PC using the USB. I have an optical port. I even have an optical pass-through so that I can use this with Dolby Digital sound and get a Dolby Digital experience with my gaming. And that's something that a lot of headsets offer now, is Dolby Digital surround. So what they allow you to do is hear 3D surround effects. So let's say I'm playing Call of Duty and I can hear footsteps in a standard stereo setup. I'd only be able to tell if they're on my right or on my left. Maybe I'd be able to tell if they were, somewhere in front of me or in back of me, but I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the front and the back. It'd only be really a resolution between right and left. But with a 3D headset, they use software to actually simulate a 3D experience in a two-speaker setup, and that allows me to figure out if I'm hearing footsteps from in front of me, behind me, or anywhere in 360 degrees. And that's a very useful feature for gaming. And that is not something that you can get with an audiophile style headset. This is purely a stereo headset. There are some downfalls to using this with a PlayStation 4 as well. The first one that came to my mind was that I was not able to quickly and easily adjust game volume and voice chat volume while I was playing. So in that example I had previously said, if there's a kid who's screaming or playing loud music, I actually had to go into the game software to adjust the voice chat volume and pause the game to do that. Whereas with this headset, I was able to do that on the fly. I didn't have to pause the game or go into any options menu. Also, if you want to adjust the overall volume, I actually had to go into the Sony PlayStation 4 system software to adjust the headphone volume. And that was kind of a pain. Again, you could use something like a mix amp and set these up in that, but then you're talking about a $300 headset plus a mix amp, and that's going to be extra money. This solution is $300 and comes with the mix amp. Overall, I gotta talk about the sound, and I like the sound of the Astro A50s. I think they sound great. For music and for movies, the Momentum sound better. There is a better set of speakers in here. The seal that the headphones make is much better. You can see this is kind of a leather material with a very soft foam. It sits on your ears. They're much lighter than the A50s. The A50s, obviously being wireless, have a lot of electronics and a battery inside of them, so they're much, much heavier than the Momentums. Overall, I find these are more comfortable than the A50s. They sound better, especially with music, than the A50s. But with games, I had issues. With the A50s, there's a couple of different sound options here. You see this little selector switch here, allows you to switch between like a bassy mode, kind of a neutral mode, and a high treble mode. And I actually use them on the treble mode the most, because when I'm playing a game, especially a multiplayer game like Call of Duty, what I'm really looking to be able to do is locate exactly where gunfire is coming from or where those footsteps are coming from around the corner, so I am ready for a gunfight before the other guy is. Having the A50 set on the highest treble setting is what allows me to hear those high-pitched noises the best, like footsteps and like the crack of gunfire. With the Momentums, you don't have any settings like that whatsoever. All these do is relay exactly what's coming through this cord into the headset, and that's what you get. You can't set up the headset so it hears treble more so that you can hear footsteps better. You can't do anything like that. However, explosions sounded really good on these. Music sounds really good on these. I'd also like to talk, there is an inline remote with these. That was nice. You can use the inline remotes on most iPhone kind of style headsets to voice chat with the PlayStation 4 using that little headphone adapter right there. I've actually had varying degrees of success with this. Sometimes I've run into headphones that just don't work. The sound just doesn't go through. I'm not exactly sure what the issue is with that, but on the Momentums, that was the case. The headset just did not work with voice. Now, on an Apple headset, I can plug that right into the PS4. It works fine. Even with these kind of clips in-ear monitors, those work fine too. So I'm not sure what the issue is with that. There is a microphone here, but it didn't work with the PlayStation 4, and that was a little bit disappointing. So overall, here's what I'm going to say. If your main concern is listening to music and it'd be nice to have a good headset to work with your PlayStation 4, this will do the trick. It sounds great with music. It works really well with an iPhone. It works really good with a computer. Music sounds excellent on them. It makes a really good seal around your ear, and it just sounds stunning. If your main concern is playing video games, you should go with a gaming headset. There's just some features that are built into a gaming headset that really makes it worthwhile. And even though at $300 they don't sound as good as these, certain features like volume control on the fly, having a boom mic, certain features like that just make it worthwhile to have a specific gaming headset. And I find that it's absolutely worth the money. Now, you don't have to buy an Astro A50. You can buy a Turtle Beach. You can buy Tritton. There are a ton of different manufacturers of these things, and all of them offer, specific benefits. But overall, I would really recommend going with a gaming headset if your main concern is playing video games and getting great game sound out of your game console. So that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please hit that like button. It really helps me grow the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. That's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.